and they're playing La Costa Canyon tonight. I watched them play. They got swagger. They do. It's really interesting. They got a chip on their shoulder. And I don't know if it's because it's taught. Maybe some of it has to do with the parenting. Maybe it's a little bit of both. No reason why we can't have that. Because you can't buy it. It has to come from within. And that's that thing here called the corazón. Your drive, your spirit, your pride, your color. That comes from here. That has nothing to do with money. That has nothing to do whether or not you have a pops or a mom. Because I've worked with a homeless kid who's a 15-year-old boxer who has nothing. He has nothing. Old man in prison, mom's on crack. How's that? What does he want out of life? He wants to get out. He wants to get out. And I apologize, but that kid moves me. I see that kid in your eyes. I know you have similar stories, but he's not going to allow himself to be a statistic. That's what I love about him. He's not going to let himself quit because of the shit life has given him. You feel me? You understand? So some of you have experienced that. And I had that growing up. I get it. I wasn't given a golden spoon. I had to work hard for what I got. Still am. But I'm proud that I've never forgotten that pride. And I've used that as fuel. Yeah, Coach knows I've worked with some pretty well-known people. One of which is Manny Pacquiao. Pac-Man has the entire country of the Philippines on his shoulders. Because when he fights, he steps into the ring and he's like a general and he knows his countrymen are his soldiers and they're in the ring with him. He doesn't think, oh man, I gotta support all my peeps. No, it's the opposite. He's fighting knowing that they've got his back. And when you step in the ring and you know these people are here with you, supporting you, you literally have an army in your hands, in your body. Now, I know and you know that when you step in this on this mat, you step in the circle, it's just you and it's the opponent, right? There's nobody else coming in here. Stay focused on me. There's nobody else coming in here. So you need to make sure that you discipline yourself so that you don't have other voices in your head. Come on up for me. You guys, come on up for me. Come sit down. Okay, so I want you to stand here. You're going to represent the voice of a father who's in the stands. You're going to represent the voice of your friend who's in the stands. So I want you to stand here. You're going to represent, you're going to be my fighter. Come on. What's your name? Luis? Coach Mario. Because you're going to be here. Is your girlfriend in here? No? Okay. Do me a favor. You're going to pretend to be his girlfriend for right now. Come on up. You'll be all right. I promise he won't bite you. Okay, you can both be his girlfriend.
Let's go. Go. Let's go. He's asking you to go.
Work with me. It's no big
Let's
deal.
go.
Somebody volunteer. Sweetheart, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, listen up.
Damn.
Listen up. Because this is a powerful, powerful exercise, an example of what happens when you allow your distractions to get in this circle with you. All right? Big man, come on up here. Oh, damn. I'm sorry, did I wake you from your nap? Sure. Come on over. What's your name? Ricky. Coach Mario, how you doing? Line up against him. Okay? Now, who's supposed to win this match? Big man. Really? Okay. Now, let's assume Big Man's had a bad day. Big Man's had to deal with all kinds of distractions, such as Dad chewed him out because he's getting an F in one of his classes and laid into him and threatened to take away wrestling because he wasn't taking care of himself in his classroom. So you're going to be Dad over here, and when I say go, I want you to start treating him like you were his dad and you were ripping him a new one. Okay? Who did I say you were? Oh, you're father too? I want you to be father. This is deal. This is deal. Friend? That's all right. I'm going to let you be father right now. Okay? This is friend. This is deal. This is uncle. Okay? Who wrestled all his life and now can't wrestle anymore because he got injured, and now he's trying to take it out on him. Trying to make him the man that he wishes he was. So what would you say to him?
You think you're going to stay champion like that?
Yes! Yes! Love that. So I want you, when I point to you, that's what I want to hear. This is your little honey. Okay? This is your little honey who is so disappointed in you because you stood her up last night. You're supposed to take her out to lunch. You didn't even show up.
Quiet.
So when I say go, I want to say you're low life. Alright? And I want you to let him know it. Alright? You suck. You're terrible. I'll never take you out. I'm going to tell all the girls you're a scum. Okay? Now I want you, can you do that for me? Good. Now, I want you to line up next to him. Now, and I want to ask you something. If you know he's got all this drama going on, is he as bad as he should be? You think so? So if he's got all these distractions in his head, do you think he's going to be able to wrestle to the ability that he's normally used to? Which means he's got a kink in his armor. Which means you're going to see it in his body language. You're going to see it in his eyes. And if you're a shark, and I'm hoping we're raising sharks in here, you're going to smell the blood. And then you're going to go on a feeding frenzy. And guess what happens to his big, big bad ass? Start shrinking into a turtle. And you have to be ready for that. That's the swagger you built up when you start having a little bit more confidence in who you are and what you do, and not worrying about, oh, he's big. Oh, he's from Costa Canyon. Oh, he's got money. Oh, he's got the new Aces on. They're pink and cheap. You know? You know? Can you relate to that? So let's see. How you feeling right now? A little uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Yes! That's beautiful. Okay, start off. Start warming up a little bit. Start warming up. I want you to warm up as if you're gonna start rolling with him.
Oh, no, I don't wrestle.
You don't wrestle?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Just sit here and
Really?
look at it.
How interesting is that? I got the biggest guy out here who doesn't wrestle. Now, why don't you wrestle? Oh. Oh, this is interesting. I wasn't prepared for this. So you don't want to, but why are you here? Okay, well, hold on. I respect that. I can respect that to a degree. When you say because you don't want to quit on them, what do you mean? What do you do? What do you do for them?
Well, I wrestled them before. I wrestled with them before.
Okay,
Quit.
but you're not wrestling now,
Yeah.
so you have quit.
Can't have them.
We need to talk about that, okay? Because I'm being honest. Listen, I don't know you. Coach didn't even, honest to God, God is my witness. Coach did not ask me to call you out. I have no idea who you are up to this point, okay? But I want you to understand something. Define what quit means. Define what loyalty is. Understand why you're here. I had a gentleman call me this morning, and he said, Coach, I got a chance to play on varsity, I got a chance to play on JV. What do you think I should do? He's a freshman, pretty talented kid. I said, well, what's your choice? Well, if I play JV, I know I'm going to have all kinds of fun. I said, okay, but you've earned the right to be on varsity. Yes, sir. I said, okay, so what is your fear? Because if you're waffling between a choice, it's probably because of fear. And he said, well, I may not do as good if I go to varsity. Okay, so is it about doing well or is it about learning? It's about getting better. And if you're hitting the weight room, how much can you bench? Give me an idea. Plate? Okay. So if I'm just putting up the bar, am I really working out? No. Is he really working out?
No.
So he's got to put a couple plates on there to stretch and grow, which means you got to go through a little bit of pain. Yes?
Yeah.
Because pain is a motivator. Pain means you're going to change. Because when the pain gets so uncomfortable, trust me, you're going to move. Now the key is to motivate yourself without having to feel that pain. Now that's called self-drive. Everyone understand that?
Yeah.
That is what my wrestlers and my MMA people have. Self-drive. You guys know who Carla Esparza is? You guys understand? You know who Ultimate Fighter is?
They should. She came and did a clinic here.
You guys don't know who Carla is? She's in the semis of the Ultimate Fighter. I want you to watch that. Is tonight? Thursday was last night?
Last night.
Did she fight last night? How'd she do? I haven't seen it. She win? I have her picked to win it all. She works every day. 3 times a day. She's a badder woman than most guys I know. I'm telling you, if I were to bring her in here, where's our baddest dude? She would hurt you. Okay? And I'm not saying that to put you down. I'm saying that to call her out for the athlete and the woman she is. Because she knows no gender. She rolls with the best dudes. That's how she gets to be as good as she is. Okay? So, what does it mean? What does it mean to dedicate yourself to something? Be self-motivated. Why are you here? Okay, good for you. Is that easy or hard? Hard. Might be the hardest thing you ever do. And it doesn't always mean to get the banner. Because the rewards sometimes are far beyond just getting a banner. Does that make sense? Why are you here? Would you mind sharing me one of your goals? Okay, I like that. Good for you. Good for you. Why are you here? Okay, and what's one of them? Oh, boy. All right. What about you? No place to stay? Good for you. What year are you? You're a freshman? Yes. We'll do everything we can to help you. Back to you. Why are you here? Okay. Honest? Honest? Appreciate it. You want to stay out of trouble? Okay. How old are you? What year are you? Senior? What do you want to do after this year? Okay. I want us to talk later. Okay? And I say that because I want to help you. All right? There's a lot of kids like this young man who are lost. Don't know what to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't. Think about it. I knew I wanted to be somebody. I knew I was going to be somebody. I just didn't know how to get there. But I trusted. And I took one step, and then I took another step. And as my confidence grew, people came out of the way, and they helped me because I took care of my business, because I was respectful. and I did the work. That means something. And you may not realize it, but people are always watching. People are always watching. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay? So, we could go through this exercise. I can have my man warm up. And I can have my man get ready. And then we got all these voices going on. Start. 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 Let me hear it. Come on. Go on. Get it up. Help her. You want her voice. Say terrible. Terrible. Change. You don't think you're going to get a little bit more into it, feel a little more confident? Okay, here's a gift. Listen up. Here is a gift. Confidence comes through the eyes. Confidence comes through the eyes. It's in your body language. When I step on this mat, I got no friends. You feel me? It's you or me. I'm going to knock his ass down. When you step on the mat, it's got to be business. When you step off, when the match is ended, what are you required to do? Why?
Respect.
Respect. You both put it out there. You both put it out there. And now you walk away. Now you can celebrate. But how many people do you see? I'm bad. Yeah, my shit's good. Yeah. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean nothing until it's time. Then we see what you're made of. Make sense? So all this other stuff, wasted energy, is what happens here when you say go. That's what defines you and what you're made of. Everybody got that? Okay. You guys can sit. Thank you, bro. Give me a hand.
Save my life.
What did you get out of that?
Push harder.
Push harder. Do you push yourself? Okay, explain that all the time. Okay, it's honest. I appreciate that. I was young and stupid. I didn't know. I didn't understand this. But I will tell you that almost 99% of the time that I get a chance to speak, and I got ex-athletes in the room, they almost all come up to me and say, Coach, where were you when I was a kid? Where were you when I was playing, when I was trying to make it? Because I didn't have anybody to share those words with me. And it would have made a huge difference in my life. What does the world owe you?
He didn't understand the question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Say it. Say it louder. Nothing. What does the world owe you? It owes you nothing. It owes you nothing. What do you have an obligation to do for yourself? Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Who is the most, who is, this is a trick question, who is the most important person in your life?
Yourself.
Okay, there's a little bit of, that's a valuable answer. For some of us, it's our relationship with God, or family, or a child, if you have a child, something like that. The most important person should be first you, because you got to take care of you. Now we can debate that, okay? I'm not saying God should be second, okay? I'm not. You got to take care of you first, then be a better version of yourself to help others, including do your service. Does that make sense? How many of you have been on an airplane? Okay. There's a routine that they go through before the plane takes off. And they show you the masks that might drop down. And they always tell you to put the masks on who first? Yourself first. Yourself first. Why? You can't take care of anybody else until you take care of yourself first. So, we address this young man's comment about being lazy. Who's responsible for that? Who can fix it? Don't look to anybody else to do it. It's got to be the person in the mirror. It's got to be the person in the mirror. When you start helping that person in the mirror first, other people are going to come around and go out of the way and help them out. Why do you wrestle? Really? What grade are you in? Senior. Okay. What are your chances? Be honest. If you don't change how you're approaching your practices and your training, if you don't change, what's the likelihood of being a champion? Okay. Appreciate that honesty, man. I am paid good money to be brutally honest. I am paid to tell my athletes what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. I'm not paid to kiss your ass. That's why I've earned the respect of a lot of very well-known people. I don't care what they think about me. I just need to know that I've earned my money by doing my job. So, if I'm going to help this young man, we got to start by being honest. We got to start by being honest with what we're doing and analyzing, is it working or is it not? So if it's not working, and his dream is to be a champion or get a medal, what do we need to do different? Work harder, work smarter. Who's his training partner? Who do you roll with? Is he here? What does he need to do better?
I have to say technique. With technique, speed, anticipation.
Okay. Does that sound honest?
Yeah.
Is that tough to hear? Yeah, you know what? Let me be real with you. If you want to learn how to get out of your own way, there's one thing that you have to control, and that's our ego and our pride. Because our ego and our pride will blind us. It will tune us out from our coaches or from our people who are trying to help us because we don't like it. Man, I don't like the way you make me feel. Shoot, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm quitting. I'm going to hang out over here. Or I'm going to go hang out in the street with my boys. Sound familiar? Yeah. Where does that typically end you up? You know, I hate reading the paper and seeing every doggone day a young life being taken or being sent to prison. And we've all got family in there. And I hate that. But it is a reminder for me of what I need to do every day. It is a reminder of my responsibility, not just for myself, but for my kids and the people I talk to, about trying to do the right things because it's hard. It's freaking hard. I get it. But doing the right thing is always right. It's a better choice. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? If it's funny, I want to hear it. Because I like to joke. I like to laugh. Was it good? No? Okay. So, I want you to do, not me this favor, I want you to do it for yourself today. What time's practice, Coach? Soon we're done?
Yeah.
I want you to take a moment, and I want you to get with a partner. And I want you to be honest with each other for about 1 minute. 1 minute, one person's talking. The next minute, the other person's talking. And I want you to be honest with your partner and say, hey man, this is what I think you need to do better. That honest talk is probably the most valuable tool that that person can give you. This ain't about putting you down. This isn't about calling you out and saying you're a punk. Okay? This is about saying, man, I like you and I want to help you. We don't get enough of that. And when it's in here, and when you step in this room, it's supposed to be all about that. Coach and I talked about 3 years ago, and we're the ones who came up with the idea of putting stuff on the wall. Attitude and effort, leaving your baggage outside. You guys understand what we mean when I say leave your baggage outside? What does that mean, young lady?
To leave anything that's going to keep you from doing your best outside.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And you don't understand. That is the most powerful message that I probably give my pro fighters. These guys are making millions of dollars, and they don't understand that concept. What do you mean, coach? Well, you're bringing all of your crap with you, and then you're leaving it, and you're taking it with you at home, and you're dumping it on your kids, or you're dumping it into your other training sessions, just because you had a bad day, or you had a bad moment, or you had a bad workout. No. When you get off the mat, workout's done. When you step outside, you're no longer a wrestler. Now you're a student, or you're going to be a daughter or a son, or you're going to go home and take care of your stuff there. When you're in your classroom, you got a math test. Should you be thinking about your match? I know you might be. I get it. I was there in your shoes once. But if you want to do well, you have to focus on where you are and what you should be focusing on. Then when you go to your English class, you stay focused on your English class. Then when you come in here, it's not about English and math. It's about wrestling. It's about getting better. That make sense? Everybody understand that? All right, so do me a favor. Let's partner up. Find one partner. If you want to get in groups of 3, that's fine. But it's 1 minute, and I need you to be honest. The most honest
Get with the
ever
person you
been.
drill with. Let's go. Hustle it up. Better, Travis.
Clap. Clap.
On the clock. On the clock.